Good morning, YouTube. Hey, y'all. I'm watching my girl. Look here. I'm watching my girl Tiny House Dreaming. If you're not already subscribed to Tiny House, please check out my beautiful sister and her husband. Look at her. Hey, Tiny. Hey, girl. You looking all pretty and everything. I like them glasses, girl. Look at my sister. So beautiful. But let me turn it down. I'm cooking breakfast right now for my kids. So give me a second, because I'm going to try to talk to y'all while I get this stuff done, honey. But yes, you read the title. I quit. And y'all like, well, what did you quit? Get more into it. Why? What did you quit? I had to do it. I quit. I quit trucking. I quit because I'm just really tired of all the selfishness that comes in trucking. It's like, when it comes to truck drivers, either the companies only see you as deliver the load, like you're just a dollar sign. They only see you as a truck number, basically. Now, I mean, it's supposed to be to where smaller companies normally are family oriented, but even some smaller companies are getting hip to where they only see you as a dollar sign. So I wouldn't say that I necessarily quit permanently, but I would say I'm taking a break because I'm so tired of neglecting my kids. Like, I still have 2 underage children, and as y'all know, for some years now, the people that I had watching my kids are no longer watching them anymore. So I refuse to neglect my kids for a freaking job, man. If this job is literally like keeping me away from home to the point I can't raise my kids properly, and then before you know it, my kids, they hate my guts because I was never there. I never went to none of their basketball games. I wasn't there when they needed to talk about boy problems or girl problems. Like, you really have to choose. When you are a truck driver or you trying to become a truck driver, I feel like you really have to make a choice. And part of the choice is always dealing with time. And as a truck driver, your time is so limited to where you don't have a lot of time. You don't have it. Like, that's why people are divorcees. That's why kids will never come see them, because it's like they didn't put no time in with the kids. So now they just pretty much loners because, you know, they put money first. And I understand you need money to survive. You need this and that. That's one thing, I'm not going to lie. I see why Nick and Carla. Like, check out my girls, Nick and Carla. They got a couple channels. Them girls doing their thing. But they, on their Instagram, their page is called Married to Minimalism. And minimalism is where you live within your means. A lot of times when people get into trucking, you start getting all this money that you ain't never had before. So since you start getting all this money that you never had before, you start balling out prematurely when you should be saving or doing more stuff to where, you know, you can either expand in your business, or if you want to take a month or 2 off, you can. Now, I was doing really good when I had my lease and everything, but like I said, I couldn't find a care plan to where somebody was trustworthy enough to keep my kids on a consistent basis without draining my pockets. Like, people, when they think that you making a lot of money and they know that you a truck driver, they always got their hand out, especially if they in helping you in any kind of way. So everybody that I had helping me I couldn't keep no money. So they're like, well, I'm watching your kids, I'm doing this, I need this, I need that. And I understand you need what you need, but you need a little bit too much to where majority of my might will just be a company driver, because I'm not making no money this way. So I realized just, if you trying to be a truck driver, or you a truck driver and maybe you don't have a wife at home to watch your kids, or you ain't got your husband or baby father at home to watch your kids, wait until they get older. Now, once you get the experience, like, you know, I got good experience, so I can go local But my thing is, even local jobs steal a lot of your time. For the local jobs that I did have, I still was never really home. Like, I still didn't have the time to truly dedicate to my kids, because by the time I got home, I'm sitting here like exhausted. When I tell you exhausted, there's times where I couldn't get out to bed because I was so exhausted, especially touching that freight. When touching freight and I got home, only thing I wanted to do on the 2 days, a lot of times it might be 2 days you got off. On those 2 days that I had off, I wasn't trying to worry about cleaning no house, going to no basketball games, this and that, because I was hurt. Like, not hurt, but I'm tired. Like, my body is jacked, son. Like, I'm trying to recuperate so that way I can do it all again the next following week. So I'm taking my family back into my own hands. I love my kids, and like I always say, I'm a mother first. I'm not going to sit here and keep neglecting my kids because I'm trying to chase after a dollar that can easily be done with. Like, money come and go. So when the money's gone, who you got that got your back? When you get old and gray and can't work no more, or you need somebody to take care of you, and you done sacrificed your family for the sake of a dollar, who you gonna have that's gonna take care of you in your old age? That's what you gotta think about. You gotta think about the future. That's what I'm thinking about. So I just know how it feels to be neglected, and I don't want to repeat the same thing that I've been through. So I'd rather finish off my last 2 kids in order to where they can say, yeah, mom was really there for us. Like, she did good when she was like here for us. Like, I love my mom. Like, she went above and beyond, and she even sacrificed just so she could be here for us. So my thing is, trucking is not the only way that you can make money. It's not. You got other ways that you can be an entrepreneur. You got other things you can do besides spending all your time over the road for companies that most likely don't appreciate you. I mean, come on. I mean, trucking is great as far as financial freedom, it is. But you deal with a lot of bullshit out there. You deal with dispatchers that don't give a fuck about you, because dispatchers get a percentage of what they get for sending you on runs, and then you gotta deal with the company. You know, of course they're gonna take their dispatcher side. I mean, it's like the regulations, regulations ain't meant for the driver. Like, you deal with a lot of shit out here. And like I said, I ain't gonna say I quit fully, but I just need a break. I need a break. I wanna make up time for my kids. Like my son, I just got my son on the AAU team, and I really want to put time in to see how successful he's going to be with this AAU team. Yeah. Because sometimes a lot of companies, they'll fuck around and they will push you to the point of exhaustion, to where, like, that's why a lot of people end up having accidents and stuff, because these companies so worried about the bottom dollar, they don't care. And that's what really turns me off about being a truck driver, is I really see how grimy this industry is. Like, they love wasting a truck driver's time, and a lot of times you don't even get paid for all your time out here, and I'm getting sick of that shit too. Like, my time is valuable. I don't care if it's a minute, I don't care if it's 5 minutes. That's why another thing I'm changing my life with is I'm being single. Fuck trying to date, fuck all that shit, because my thing is, if you get with a no good sorry piece of shit motherfucker and they waste your time, that's time you ain't getting back. That time that you gave to this no good piece of joint that wasted it, that's time that you not getting back. And I'm at a point in my life, my thing is, when you get older, you're supposed to get wiser. So part of being wiser is knowing your value and knowing your worth, and know what you will put up with and know what you won't put up with. And I'm not going to put up with a mother sucker that want to use me. I'm not putting up with a motherfucker that don't appreciate me as a person. I'm not putting up with disrespect. Before I put up with disrespect, I'll remove myself. That's the best way to do to keep myself from doing something I ain't got no business doing. Now I'm locked up. So I don't care if it's a spouse. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's your kids. Don't let none of them waste your time. Your time is valuable. And you think like living to 50, 60, 80, 90 is a long time. It's not. That stuff go by in the blink of an eye. So every second you got on this earth, depending on when you gonna go, you need to use that to the fullest and don't let nothing, no job, no spouse, no child, no friend, no nobody waste your time. So I'm trying to capitalize on my time. I'm really capitalizing on my time because time is too precious to let it go down the drain. And then when you look back on your life, you be like, damn, time sure enough flew. Where'd the time go? You wasted it. You wasted it working all the time, being like a rat race chasing a dollar and crap. Now you're broke, or you probably got a little bit of money and shit, but sometimes money don't mean you're happy. Sometimes just because you got a lot of money, that don't mean that you're happy. You know what happiness is? Happiness is when you got true connections with people. That's happiness. You can have rich ass people, but if they ain't got no real relationship, like a real wife or a real husband, or a true connection with their kids, or a true connection with their family members, you think they happy? No, because they lonely. You gonna be a rich, lonely motherfucker that's miserable as shit because you ain't got nobody that care about your ass. So money, trust me, honey, money don't always equal happiness. It can make you happy temporarily, but then after you realize you ain't got nothing else other than your money, you're miserable. And I realized that. So like I said, before I repeat my family curse, making my kids feel abandoned or making my kids feel like mommy don't love them, I'm going to change that narrative. I'm not going to be worrying about chasing money and shit when my kids need me. Like, my kids come first. I'm a mother first. I'm not going to be like some of these women out here that neglect their kids for the sake of just they want to live their life. Mama going to live her life. Or I got to work. I mean, you do got to work. I get that. You do got to work. You can't get around working, especially if you a single parent. But there's a certain way where you can line your line of work up with your priorities of being a mother or a parent or a father. And a lot of people don't consider that. They just want what they want. So I just thought I'd share that because, like I said, I'm not going to say, because I still love trucking. Like, trucking is still my passion. But I'm just tired, man. Like, I'm so tired of companies using and abusing drivers for the sake of a fucking dollar, man. That shit is such a turn off. And then they push you so hard that if you fuck up or have an accident, it's your fucking fault because you this, you that. But what the fuck? You kept pushing me to do the load after load after load. I just can't. I need a break. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try my best to upload a lot more often. I need to put a schedule together, and I still have to do the members only live feed. And now that I have more time to devote myself to member perks, I can get more into it to get more understanding. So I hope this video touched somebody. A lot of people actually had questions about this. This is how I feel about it. So, all right, guys, time is the essence. Time is of the essence. You make better time of it, and you spend your time wisely, because once you spent your time, you're not getting a refund. So, all right, guys, deuces.